Yes, this will be the longest, alright?
Awesome. Warning bell at 7 minutes. Misty.
Okay, alright, 7 minutes.
Please maintain
Oh,
off.
okay.
I think David probably misread that 8 minutes up there, didn't he?
Oh, I think he saw 40 instead of 40.
Would everyone like to take 3 really deep breaths from the stomach for me, with me? How does it feel? Is it calming?
Yeah.
It also helps to improve our quality of our voice and the tone. It's important to bring it from the gut and not from the chest. You don't want that shallow breathing, you want that deep and right down in the stomach. Keith challenged me tonight, 8 minutes, on how to I'm going to aim to educate you on how to deliver a speech. My initial thoughts, 8 minutes? Quite honestly, my initial thoughts were, I'm not going tonight. I can't make it. But then I thought, why do I go? This is what I'm here for. So, it leads me to the most important part with delivering a speech, I think, is the planning. I can't expect to just turn up and deliver an 8-minute speech and it's all going to go well. So as I've just demonstrated there, it's important to demonstrate early what I'm talking about. So I hope I've demonstrated that already, that we're here to talk about how to deliver a speech. So the planning, as I've said, is important, but the delivery and the manner in which I deliver it is critical. It's one thing to have a whole heap of notes here, but I can do it in one monotone, one after the other, and not look at you. It's not going to come out real well. It needs to be sincere. You've got to feel it. It's sincere from me, from my heart. If I don't do that, I'd suspect that you're not going to trust me, and you'll probably find it boring. Keith often comments on my speeches, you came alive when I come alive, it's usually when I'm confident about what I'm talking about. I think that's important to remember with a speech, is to be confident and come alive with it. Lift it up. Share personal experiences. I've already shared tonight a very honest announcement that I said I didn't want to come. Don't be afraid to share and share those personal experiences. People can relate. And as I said earlier, make sure it comes from the heart. Have you heard the KISS acronym? Keep it simple, stupid. Keep the sentences short. Don't make it complex. People are going to go off on a tangent if it's complex. They're not going to concentrate. You're going to become disappointed with what you're talking about. They're not engaged. So be definite too in what you mean. If you're not definite, how do you expect the people to believe what you're talking about? Keith was here tonight, and Tony, you might be able to help me. The 3 Ps. Are you familiar with what the 3 P's are? Could you share it with us?
Preparation, practice, and you got me on there. What else am I seeing here? Preparation, practice, and the third one was Grant.
Practice.
Practice, preparation, and presentation.
I'm not sure, that's why I was
Well done.
I saw it in some notes, but I thought I'd ask Keith and I, because anyway, we'll say that for another time. Dare to be different. I think I just demonstrated that there. I put it out to the people. I was honest. I didn't know what the 3 P's meant. Dare to be different. Jody actually did it last week too. He brought in his laptop and he talked about the colours and it just spiced it up a little bit different. We're used to just somebody standing up, usually just, I won't say rambling on, talking. And he made it a bit different. You need to be pleasant. It doesn't, you're not going to offend anyone if you smile at the right time. Would you agree? You need to look at people's faces. And something that I need to work on. And also looking and slowly moving on to the next person. Rather than, you lose that person. You've got to look at them and you'll slowly move on to the next person. You might reflect back. But it's a slow movement. How am I going?
Good.
It's important to eliminate those nervous mannerisms. That sort of thing, It's annoying. It'll lose the attention of everybody. So I think we're often told to keep our hands by our side as much as possible. If it needs a little bit of extra hand gesture, it's okay, in moderation. But generally keep the gestures to a minimum. Similar to like, removing the glasses is another one. It's just distracting. Confidence. Would you agree it's inspiring when someone's confident? And when you'll get confidence is from preparation. If you lack preparation, you're going to lack confidence. The old favourite, pausing. Very important in delivery. It has you wondering, what am I going to say next? But just back it off a little bit. Gives you time to think and reflect on what I may have just said. It also gives me an opportunity to gather my thoughts. Or you, if you're doing the speech. Very helpful. Just that little bit of a pause, sometimes a little bit longer. Also helps to exaggerate a point. As I said, the stance is important. Don't appear clumsy. Walk in slowly. Breath. These are all the sorts of things that are going to help you deliver a really, really good speech. And one last thing. If you're going to use these cue cards, it's one thing to number them so they stay in order, but it's also a little handy tip. Number which card of how many. As I've just done tonight, when Misty gave me the ding, I knew I had 5 to go, so I knew I had to either quicken it up or slow it down. In this case, I need to quicken it up because I'm running behind time. Finally, when you're finished, calmly survey the room slowly walk away.
Well done, mate.
That's all right.
The guy that couldn't make 8, that's not bad.
That was good.